what's up, everyone? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. We're coming at you with a super spicy mega episode 242. Oh my, I can't even read. 342.
342.
We're recording on September 8th, 2025. I am Doug, and joining me today we got Warren.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And Anita.
Hello.
A quick reminder, check us. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'll tell you why I can't talk, but check us out on your favorite podcast platform. Sub to us on YouTube. Join the SojuTalk Discord and be a part of the nation. Guys, there was a Discord outage when we are recording time at 7. It was down for like apparently an hour before we started, and then it was down until 5 minutes ago. It is now 7:55. We've been trying to make this work. 55 minutes. We were on Zoom. We were on Google Meet. And then I just was like, oh, let me call the Hot Take Harold account, see if it's back up. It's up. So we're here now.
Yay.
Additionally, we've been off for a week. So this is like a big week. We're covering 5 songs. Warren and I went to the Korea versus US game 2 days ago. A lot of things happened, guys. In terms of announcements, we have a new Fuego patron, David. David, if you are out there and you are listening and you are on the Discord, please DM me. I wasn't able to find your Discord account if you want the Gochu Gang role. If you do, let me know. If you don't, just stay silent. That's fine too. But thank you for your support.
Thank you for joining, David. Also, I have to admit, because of that soccer game where I had a little too much fun, I lost my voice a little bit. So if I sound a little fragile or hoarse, that's what it is.
Warren, you're so fragile. Okay,
fragile.
Oh, man.
Let's go to the big new releases. We got 5 of them. GIRLSET re-debut commas, ZEROBASEONE Iconik, Chaeyoung, Avocado featuring Gliiico, I believe is how you pronounce them, and it's a pre-release there. aespa Richman, DAY6 Inside Out. The 6th place song, which we decided not to cover, was Momoland. Surprisingly, they came back. They dropped a very Momoland song, so you guys could go check that out if you like Momoland songs. Let's start at the top though. GIRLSET with commas. They are from JYP. When they were Vicha, their last songs were Girls of the Year and U-verse. The remaining members are Camilla, Lexi, Kendall, and Savannah. The group originally debuted with 6 members: KG and Kaylee as Vicha. KG left last year, and then she had a lawsuit versus JYP. And then Kaylee, she departed more recently in the summer. The 4 remaining members are re-debuting as GIRLSET with this song, commas. Got that out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah.
JYP decided to not give them any money to make this. Let's just hit the nail on the head here, guys. For a song that's talking about like spend some money on them
about
and they
money,
like commas. Bro, JYP gave them 2 outfit changes and a Target dressing room looking set, and that's it. Right? Like diabolical.
I also want to note that the first video that was released was a performance video.
Yeah.
So it was like a fixed view of this set that Doug mentioned. And then they later released 2 other versions of a music video. One that was kind of a moving version of what the first one did. And then the latest one, which is labeled special, but I didn't really see much of a difference. They just changed some of the sets, I think, or like some of the locations where they did some of the shots. I was just very confused why I released 3 videos that were basically accomplishing the same thing. I just had some questions, like why do this way? Because to me, song aside, because we can talk about the song too. I just feel like the way that it was released, video-wise, didn't feel very strong, like to just do it that way. I don't know. So just from that first impression, I was just confused.
Look, typically I like to talk about the song first before the video, but because I think we have plenty to talk about the video, let's start there, right? Like I'm looking at the special video right now. I haven't seen this before. Like live reactions, I guess. It feels like they had some budget left over for this, maybe. And between like the official music video and the choreography version video, like I'm gonna guess like it wasn't too much extra cash. to you know get some extra footage and split that out into 2 videos. Like there's a huge cost involvement when you're doing music videos with like sets, with like staff, with like you know getting people together, like lighting, like makeup, you know, all that. You know what I mean? Like people are the most expensive asset. The more sets, the more cool environments, you know, like that's more money. But like if you're on the set, everything's ready. If you want to film a couple extra footages and, you know, put that out as the choreography version, I guess that's not the craziest idea in the world, especially given like, if I'm thinking from a K-pop like a company perspective, yes, I'm very well aware that choreography videos are like, they're important. They're a key part of K-pop marketing rollouts these days. Like,
that's true.
Right.
But the statement there is that typically what I've seen, I don't know about you guys, is that this performance footage video comes after the main music video.
Yeah, I don't know why you lead with it. It just feels weird to do so.
About a week later, you release the performance version because you know that most people might not, or I should say the performance video is usually not the main event. Like it's just showing the choreography, fixed perspective, like not doing a lot of camera work. And the main music video is supposed to do more of the storytelling and the concept and
It just feels like, okay, let me okay, I'm gonna be real honest, right? Before I get real honest, number one, for what the song is, it's a 2 minutes basically, like almost on the dot, right? Barely 2 minutes. For what we got, I thought the girls are trying their best. The vocals 100%. Were good. Yeah. They're trying to they're working with what they're given, right?
Yeah.
Which not a lot, right? Let's just be straight up here. It feels like to me, I'm just gonna go full spice. It feels like to me JYP decided to re-debut them so these girls don't sue them as well. That's what it felt like to me.
Damn.
Like, and it's a shame because these girls are clearly good, right? They're trying their best here. They're giving everything they got. And all of the comment section, even on the YouTube video, is just talking about how this song says, spend money on me. And then ironically, JYP spent no money on this, right? That's all the comments
what we just said.
That's what everyone is talking about. And it's just ridiculous, honestly.
I think a key part of this is the song. I don't think the song helps. Now, I am typically a person who checks out the song first before the video. And I already arrived at this very conclusion without the video. I have to admit. Like, let's talk about the song. Production-wise, I cannot erase the impression that this feels like a ITZY B-side that never made it to like a project. It feels like something they would have released back when off the heels of Loco, or like, you know, sometime after like Mafia, like, you know, that kind of era, like a couple years ago, like 4 or 5-ish years ago for ITZY. Not that there's anything fundamentally wrong with that, but I'm having 2 issues with that. One is like, we've moved on from that formula of K-pop a little bit at the moment. Like, sure, there's people who like that aesthetic and, you know, find it favorable. But as a whole, as an industry, trends change. We've kind of moved on. And, like, it's not the most cool or hip, you know, like trendy, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the best business direction to go with. The flip side of it is, for ITZY, a lot of it worked because the members, I don't know, I have to say it sounded appropriate for the members themselves. Like the visuals, the vocals, it was all there right from the get-go with Dala Dala. You know, I had complaints there too, but like, you know, I was sold on like, yes, like Shinryujin, for example, or Yeji, like they had a great tone. With GIRLSET, it feels like, I love their voices. It's beautiful. I think Kendall sounds great, but I do not think she should be given this kind of sound. Like, she sounds great, but she does not sound appropriate for this genre at all. And I cannot escape the impression that she's like sounding like a kid who's like dressed up in like mom's clothes and like playing like, really? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, which. Full transparency, I do not know how old or young Kendall is. So I don't know if that's gonna age well or not, that commentary, but I don't know. It just does not feel like the production was like made for them, but rather they're doing a cover song of like something ITZY put out or something like from K-pop 4 or 5 years ago when there was a vague girl crush trend. You know what I mean? Like the mixing was kind of funky. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know too much about mixing, but to me, it felt like the vocal processing really changed between the girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, depending on who was singing. And it to me, it was a little noticeable. I was like, okay, so whenever this girl comes out, the vocals are gonna sound like this. And it's not saying that there's a difference, like, because of course everyone sounds different when they sing, right? But it's more like how the vocals were cleaned in different way. Like, it felt very distinct to each person. We're gonna try to make this girl sound like this, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah, no, I was talking about that too. And like the beat and like whatnot, the whole mix, it feels like it's not really well glued together. Like parts, lines, arrangements, all of it. And then you have the issue with lyrics where I was like, the irony is there. And
they have to know, right? Like, right? Am I crazy to think like they were like, ugh. You know how like when you don't study enough for a test or you got a project and you're hoping to mail it in, you know what I mean? And you get there and you're like, no, let's see how this goes. That's what it felt like to me. Am I crazy in saying that?
No.
It did to me.
no.
I mean, the statement that you had earlier, Doug, about like maybe some of this feels a little contractual, like more like maybe we gotta do something. Like we can't not do nothing, right? And I understand that, and I feel like most likely the members agreed to that, and they like we mentioned, like they're doing really good. I saw some of their showcase, the live stage they had. The mics are on, and they have good energy. So I feel like they want to go through with this, but it is disappointing to see that the company decided not to, or for some reason could not really make a stronger statement, especially because this is a re-debut, so it's even more critical to do this well, because you already know these people. There was a fan base already created that were waiting for this.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room too. People were talking about this group re-debuting in the context of how successful Cat's Eye is right now as well, right? People were talking about that for sure. That was another thing I heard a lot of people talking, and it's like, I wanted this group. If it was my group and I had, if I actually am invested in this group, I want to do well, whatever. That being that, I would be like, we gotta set something like very distinct here. We have to have a concept that's strong. You know what I mean? Because like we're re-debuting. There's other international groups that are doing well right now. I mean, heck, the Hype people announced another Dream Academy show, right? So there's gonna be another one of these groups soon, right? So we're gonna have at least another Hype competitor there. We really need to like make our group distinct when we're re-debuting, right? And how often do you get a chance to freshen it up, get something going? And to me, it just felt like I don't think we accomplished that 100%, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, yes, I have my like theory hat on, and I don't have I don't have any evidence to back it up. But like, it feels like they saw the success of Gnarly with Cat's Eye, and they were like, "Ooh, yes, Americans love strong women." Like that's it. Americans, they don't like schoolgirls.
For what they got, they pulled it off well. I just don't like what they got. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? Like I thought they were doing as hard as they could, and I was like, okay, we're trying real hard. We're singing as hard as we can, but it's like at the end of the day, you gave them a really small budget and a 2-minute song. Right?
It's only so much you can do.
It's like they didn't set. Though I guess what I'm trying to say overall with my argument is that they just did not set them up well.
No.
I think the phrase I see being thrown a lot in like political situations is set up for failure a little bit. Like
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go that far, but I agree with the sentiment, you know?
I do have to mention the lyrics, and yes, like it's ironic. Spend some money on me. I'm not comment. That's stupid. Now, in the context of the song and like not the context around it, it's talking about, you know, like, oh, you said you want me, spend some money on me, you know, like show it to me, you know, it's doing that. And then later they're like, oh, actually it's not about the money, it's about true
Okay,
heart.
that was some BS. Was it not?
And I was like,
Was
this
it like-
is the most Disney ass, like, what the fuck? Like, come on.
Okay,
like,
here's the thing. The song is called Commas, and they're talking about money. So
Right.
at a minimum, and if you really look into it, there's an S at the end of the commas, right? There's an S.
Yes.
They want you to spend at least $1 million, right? Because that's 2 commas. That's a minimum based on the song title, right? And so imagine someone telling you spend $1 million on me, and then later they're like, no, it's not about the money. I'd be like, what? What are we doing here?
which is it? Which one? How much
I
money do
know.
you want?
Those are two very extreme. It's not about the money. Spend $1 million because it says commas. So there's 2 of them at least, right? Like, I don't know. I just thought and the thing is, it's an English-speaking group. They must have said like, wait, our song's called Commas, but then we're talking about like spend money on me. But at the end, we're like, it's not about the money. It's like, what is this about then, right? I don't know. I thought that was confusing, but that's nitpicking too much. It's just us getting silly.
I don't even think it is, because the rest of it's falling apart. The last thing I expect is like lyrics that are like this. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh.
if they had maybe stuck to I'm a badass, like, I think it maybe would have. I don't know. Overall package, I don't know what to take away from this. Why am I getting English speaking ITZY all of a sudden? Like,
Oh.
what's the point? What's the point? ITZY has enough going on already to deal. You know what I mean? Like, is this really the best we could have come out with? That just pisses me off. It's not the. I sound a little more pissed off than I normally do because of the hoarse voice that I lost. But regardless, I'm still pissed off. Like, what is this? Like, what am I supposed to take away with this?
I kind of am too, you know.
Like, I think
Yeah.
Kendall in blonde looks good. That's my takeaway.
Yeah, no, I thought the styling was cool. You know, when you do this rebrand, the comment section be like, "Wow, they're back. This looks cool. We're like, wow, JYP's committed to this. Great, right?"
Oh,
but
nah.
if you look at the comment section, it's not that. It's not that. I mean, the concept is like the irony. Like, I mean, people are like, girlies had one set, 2 outfits, and a dream, and they slayed. But you know what I mean? It's all
I saw
preferenced
that
by the front.
comment.
It's all preferenced by the front of that, right? And it's unfortunate there.
Yeah.
I think they look great in blonde.
Yeah, it was great.
Not just Kendall too, Camilla as well. Like for what it's worth, like they did slay.
Yeah. They look great. I think the energy was good. I hope we have a follow up to this that is more committed
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Yeah, more commitment maybe.
Look, lesson of the day: if you want to make money, you need to be ready to spend money.
Ooh.
Damn.
Spend those
Okay.
commas, JIP. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are they doing? Let's be honest. All right, let's pivot. We got the next one. ZEROBASEONE, Iconik. They are from Wake One. The last songs were Slam Dunk Blue and Doctor. Hey, I have been critical of ZEROBASEONE in the past, saying like, is this the most fan servicey group in K-pop? Like in terms of the guy groups,
Oh, you say that every time, yeah.
I say that every time. I would retract that statement for this comeback. I thought that this is the direction we need to go in. I enjoyed this. This is my favorite song of the week.
Ooh.
I felt that this song kind of hit their Zhang Hao Hanbin strengths really hard. Like, this is the type of music we gotta be making. Because they're both really, like, you know, I don't need to see more glamour shots of Hanbin and Zhang Hao. I know they're good looking. Like, I get it. We understand. We
You don't
completely
forget.
understand. They're amazing people. They're very talented. They have Medeok. We get this. But in terms of actually showing us the performance, this felt like a throwback to the desperation we saw on Boys Planet when they're like, I gotta dance my ass off here in order to make it. And I felt the power here. I thought it was a great comeback for them. It really hit what I was looking for.
Throwback in a good way is what I'm hearing.
In a good way.
Nice. I guess I also feel the same. I think I enjoyed this song probably the most this week out of all the ones we got. I thought it was a sound that they had not explored yet, right? It's more of a disco sound and the vibe too. I thought it was nice. I think vocally, there were some members that I think, or at least to me, it suited them a little bit more than others. I think the one person where I feel like, I think it sounds a little too high, or maybe just the vibe is a little different, was Tere, because Tere's voice is very was a little bit more on the lower end, and he sounds great. He's a good singer, but for this particular song,
he was struggling a little.
I thought his lines were just a little strange, like very nitpicking here, but for the most part, I thought it was, like Doug said, the energy was really good. Also, props to like the set design, because I thought they had really cool stuff. My favorite was definitely the the mirror floor with the bedazzled logo.
The Roomba? Oh, the bedazzle floor, the shoe commercial part. Okay.
Yeah. It was like I think it was a shot where they're doing like a dance sequence, and they're all like in formation there, and the floor is mirrored, and then above them is this star logo. Yeah, I don't know. I thought the concepting, like very like futuristic spaceship airport vibe was cool too. That's what I got. Airport, spaceship. I don't know. It was nice. Solid.
Speaking of set and speaking of like a good throwback, like I personally like that part where like they slid into like the airport, and they had like those like cutouts of like them from
yes,
Planet. Yeah, like
Boys Planet. Yeah,
Boys Planet. The full body pop outs.
So to me, that felt like they're like, no, this one's not just a fan service one, and they kicked it over. That was like the energy I was getting. We're not just gonna go like, the entire time in the camera. I ain't doing that again. Don't ask. But like, you know what? You know exactly what I mean.
No, I don't. Doug, you need to show me one more time.
No.
The glamour shots.
Yeah, there was not a lot of them, and I was really thankful.
342 episodes. We finally have one Doug glamour shot.
No. I mean, I'm bald right now, if anyone didn't know.
That's not bald.
It was bald like 2 weeks ago when I did it. I just didn't tell you guys.
I agree. I think the song is funky as hell. It was funky, nice. It's got this nice R&B funk pop aesthetic to it. It feels the most classically pop out of all these ZEROBASEONE tracks that I've heard in a while, I think. That's where the chorus kicks in. I love that chorus. It's got, like you guys mentioned, it's got good energy. It kicks in at the right moment. I did feel like the pacing and the transition in and out of a certain sections was a little off. Like I'm nitpicking here, but like if you go when we're going to the third act, for example, they just drop everything and just don't do a transition. I'm like, I guess it works. It's better than a shitty one.
That's fair.
Yeah. Other than that, I had like no real complaints. Maybe that it felt a little too safe overall. Like,
I can see that.
Yeah.
Right. It's not chill. It's not high energy. It feels like we're a little too in the right. I don't know. This sounds crazy to say, but it sounds like they made too many of the right decisions to the point where it's just like a series of, all right, a safe choice after safe choice after safe choice, which, you know, is clearly I'm like complaining about nothing here, but like,
I mean, it has the hallmarks of like, I guess the song that this song made me think of was CIX's Thunder from earlier in the year. It had the similar vibe to that one, where it's like a dance heavy performance track, and I think it also worked well for for that group. You know, in a sea of too many boy groups doing like high school concepts, it's good that they're like, yeah, let's not do just a
That's
cutesy
true.
concept. Some other things. Shout out to like, I was wondering a couple things at the beginning of the music video. We had like an Inception set going where it was like, you know, like the world was spinning. Like everything was like off kilter a little. And then I wondered if this was a Roomba PPL or something at a certain point. Like I was trying to figure out because there was like a Roomba thing cleaning, right? At a certain
Is that how
point.
Roombas look now? Like,
Well, it looked like a futuristic Roomba, you know? I think that's what they were going for.
Yeah, that's gotta be like Roomba 17 Pro Max. Like,
Not out yet.
no.
Hey, but Wake One is clearly a company that is invested into their artists, unlike a JYP. Also in the news section later, if you are a ZEROBASEONE fan, they are in contract renewal talks because I think with this group more than any of the former Produce / Planet groups, this group's making so much money that I think a lot of these companies are thinking like, yeah, we're making so much. It's kind of hard to not. I know that Kepler is still going on, but like, you know, they lost some members. But the ZEROBASEONE project right now, they're selling millions every time they come back. It's kind of hard to just derail that, I think, randomly. But we'll see. Hey, overall, good job from ZEROBASEONE with Iconik. Let's move on to probably the most interesting in terms of like, song of the week. We got Chaeyoung with Avocado featuring a Japanese band called Gliiico. This is a pre-release. It kind of feels more like a mood setter for what she's going to be doing with this solo era. She is, of course, from JYP and in Twice. Her studio album, Little Fantasy Volume 1, so that implies there's going to be more than one volume. That'd be nice. Is set to be released on September 12th, so it is this Friday, with Shoot Firecracker serving as the lead single. And I looked at the voting potentially for next week. I think it will probably win. This song made it through 2 weeks of voting, so people really wanted us to talk about this one. Yeah. Warren, I'm assuming this is up your alley, this avocado thing. If it is,
a little bit.
Sell me on it. I could be sold on it.
Well, here at SojuTalk, we're not just equipped to talk about K-pop. We're ready to talk about all the other genres, and this is we're far off of any genre of pop music here. I would say this is like somewhere between neo psychedelia and slowcore.
Oh shit.
I think slowcore is pretty self-explanatory. It's just fucking slow rock. It's a little minimal. Pretty atmospheric,
very vibey.
Right? It's like a subgenre of like indie alt rock. With neo psychedelia, this is like the best way to describe it. It's like dreamy, atmospheric, just very moody, very dream. It's the actual answer is it sounds like you're on shrooms. This is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking this the entire time. I was like, I'll have some of she's having, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Not that I've done shrooms, but like this is apparently what it is. Now, if you also have never done shrooms like myself, if you enjoy the, I agree.
Or do it in a safe space because you know shrooms is one of those things that could go bad too. Yeah. Just letting y'all know.
Yeah.
I don't even. Anyways, if you're looking for similar artists to reference off of, Wave to Earth is a Korean band that has recently done somewhat similar stuff. I'd say they're a
Very
little
slow.
more right. Well, even with like Wave to Earth, I think they're a little more upbeat than what Chaeyoung did with this track here.
Yeah.
The BPM's down somewhere in the 70s or probably in the 60s as well. That's, for the record, half of typical K-pop songs. So like
It's slow.
It is.
In molasses.
Even I thought maybe this could have picked up a little bit. I don't know, because I did get the vibe that it was a little draggy, and I almost got the vibe that like they had written a song that was a little faster, and then at some point they were like, nah, let's just perform it a little slower. So they had
Slow it down.
So they got the same bass arrangement written for like an 85 and then pulled it down to a 60. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But my takeaway was that the bass was a little boring. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like this is, you leave a lot of room open for like arrangement, funkiness, variances if you're doing these minimal arrangements. And they didn't do any of that. So I felt like it was a little draggy. But other than that, I don't know. I do appreciate the effort. And I do appreciate that she, being someone from Twice, being someone from who is arguably one of the biggest K-pop groups that are active in the girl group scene. I appreciate that she's, doing something that is so far out of like the typical K-pop range, similar to what RM did with his last project. It might completely sold on the vision. I'm not gonna lie, no.
Nah.
Oh.
Nah. I have to wait and see,
yet.
right?
Yeah.
That's what I feel. I'm wait and see mode. Like,
This is, for me, to wrap up my impression of just the song, it feels like this is a really good, maybe, I don't know. I think this, I'd have to, a proper way to judge this song would be once the album comes out. Because this, like Doug mentioned, is the first track of the album. And I don't know if it's a mood sampler per se, but like, whether this song works or not is really going to depend on the rest of the fucking project. And like, if the rest of the project doesn't work, this isn't going to work either. If this works in the context of the rest of the 20-30 minutes we're getting, then it's going to work. With this alone, I don't know. I'm probably not going to come back to it, not going to lie. But like, I won't mind if it comes on. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
won't skip.
Yeah, okay. If I'm to be real honest, I feel like people voted for this just because it's Chaeyoung. Like, I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like people were like, it's Chaeyoung. We gotta vote for her. At the same
But it's
time,
cool.
what we did get was interesting, right? I thought that her solo era was either going to be like some like trashy in a good way rap, you know what I mean? Like dumpster rap. I thought we could have went that way.
Jackie
But I did think it could have went more this direction too, like more alternative.
Right.
And we are in this alternative realm. I wonder what the title track is going to be like. I doubt it'll be this slow. I don't think it's gonna be.
but I don't think it's going to be like,
It's not gonna be pop though, for sure. It's not gonna be pop.
No.
she's not going to be doing anything like Cardi B anytime soon, or like Jackie Y for that matter, or like,
No.
I am looking at the credits for the rest of the tracks on the album, and I'm seeing a lot of this band Gliiico. Like, they're pretty much on every song in the first
Everything?
Damn.
half. I'm also seeing we have Sumin, the R&B artist. I'm seeing Jibbin of Y2K92. I'm seeing Sokodomo on the lyrics a whole bunch. I'm also seeing PJ and Beautiful Disco, who are both really talented R&B, hip hop, funk producers, beat makers, if you will.
Don't know them.
And then you have like Lonely Doll Waltz, which is a CD only track, which is just her.
Okay.
Which is, I don't know, you don't really get that often from a girl group.
So there's some interesting shit in this album. I'm very curious to see what this ends up being as.
Me too.
Because she's an interesting person. She's associated with Zion T now, if you're not aware. That's an interesting guy as well, right?
Sorry, what did you say? What?
What? I didn't say anything.
They were a thing?
But you didn't know that?
Video.
You have to have known this. You didn't?
Oh my god, I had.
You had no idea? Wait, really?
Oh my. From when
Okay.
to. Oh.
No way. You're a
this
bad
is-
actor.
What? What? Okay.
I just blown his mind.
We can cut this out later if she want. I knew she
No,
dated
no,
this
it's fine.
tattooist for a while.
Yeah. I knew about that. The
You
artsy
didn't know?
guy, and it was weird, right?
Did she fucking date Zion T?
It's Ajikdo, I think. Still, as far as we know.
Yeah, I don't know the details, but I know they were.
Yeah. It
They
was
were
announced,
connected.
or people dropped it.
Did he talk about it on the show?
No, I don't think so, because it was kind of
I don't
under
know if they
wraps.
did.
Oh my god.
They were low key. I think they were very low key.
Happy. Congratulations, guys.
Really? I thought you knew.
I think we broke Warren. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
April
guys.
5th,
Hey,
2024. Oh my god. It's been a year
Yeah,
and a
it's
half.
been a hot second.
Yeah.
It's been a hot second.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Let's pivot. Hey, aespa. Oh, we're gonna take a break before we get to the final two songs.
Oh my god.
Yeah. 3, 2,
Break.
1. All right, guys. Next song, aespa Rich Man. They are from SM. They are following up Dirty Work, Whiplash, and Armageddon, which are, some pretty notable songs. All right, guys.
Why'd you do that head turn? You did a little one of those.
I wasn't the biggest fan of Dirty Work, right? I wasn't the biggest fan of Dirty Work, and I like Dirty Work more than Rich Man.
Oh no, dog. Same.
So not in the right direction then.
I was whelmed. Is the best way I could put it. I was whelmed by this one.
Yeah.
You too? Is it just all of us, right? It just
God
feels like
damn
that.
it. No. All right, well, let's move on to DAY6.
No, hold on. I like the theme and the visually, like the message of like, I don't need a man. I'm the rich man. Like,
Yeah.
And the phrase of it. That's cool. That's
awesome.
empowering. Great.
Yes.
The editing in the music video is crazy too. Like the production value was really
Oh my
high.
god. Yeah, crazy video.
I just felt, to me, what killed the vibe for me was the fact that I'm a rich man. That phrase was repeated, I don't know how many times throughout the song, in the same way. Like it was not like a variation. It was exactly the same tone, or maybe it was even the same like cut, like the same vocal cut throughout the song. I'm not sure, but I don't know. To me, it was a little overdone, and that's where I felt like
35 times. 35 times.
Woo.
I just counted.
In a song that's barely over 3 minutes, which, I mean, I guess that's long nowadays, but like, it ain't long, I'm not gonna lie. I agree. Too repetitive is what I wrote. I like the riff, whatever. I am a rich man. I would have done a better impression if my voice was still here, but that's what you get. I am a rich man. And you get that riff throughout the chorus, the post-chorus, through the fucking verse. It's the intro. Like you end you end lines with that phrase. You end phrases with that little line. Mm-hmm. And I would be proud of coming up at that line too. I'm not gonna lie. But like, how many times are you gonna give me this shit? Now, you might be saying, Warren, it's not the first time aespa's doing a very repetitive song. Did you forget about Whiplash? And I'd be like, sure, Whiplash. They didn't say Whiplash over and over and over again. Because like, if you look at the chorus, for example, they do the end lines with like words. They started with like whatever Whiplash, and then they start doing things that kind of rhyme with Whiplash.
Yep.
Did that, mote, you know what I mean? Like, and that has stuff. Also, like, genre-wise, that was a house song. This is
it
like,
made sense.
Right.
Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
Whiplash saying Whiplash, let me use some Konglish here. There was mat. There was flavor when it was used, right? This one, 맛이 없어. This is rich man line. There's no mat, dude. There's no
Land.
flavor. There's no flavor with this one. It's just there. And you're like, and here's the thing about this song. It's like, I thought the Karina rapping parts were good. I
agree.
I'm
I agree with
very
that.
biased. I'm a Karina fan. I thought her parts were really strong. You know how last track I thought Winter destroyed Dirty Work, right? We thought she destroyed it. This one I thought Karina did really well in. But that being said, it's like this song lives and dies by the amount of rich man and your enjoyment of it. And for me, it just like it fell flat. I don't know. Sadly, because I really wanted to like this more.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Like the transition into the third act of the song, where the beat changes a little bit, and then you get the Korean rap verse. That was my favorite part of the song, and that was starkly the most different part of the song too. So like,
exactly. Is it the one where it's Karina and then Giselle?
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wrote that down too.
I like Giselle's performance too. Like I have to say, like she is definitely not the one that shines the most in a lot of the aespa songs. And this track, it felt like Giselle was really in her zone. Great rap, great vocal. I loved her tone. And like typically, I think Winter kills it. But like with this track, I don't know. I felt like she was strangely out of her zone a little bit. Which it's fine, I guess. Also, the production was kind of just mid. Like,
it's okay. People didn't like the amount of computer starting with the wall at the beginning, right? Like the
wallet,
the sand wall.
Oh, visual,
visually.
Oh, visual.
Yeah, I'm talking about the music video itself. Like people were talking about the amount of computer. I'm not gonna call it AI, but like the amount of graphics and things and visuals, computer graphics we were getting. CGI. Yeah. I saw people talking about this. Like, there's so much.
I'm okay with that.
I think, I feel like it added, if anything, it added more energy to the song. I think. I feel like without it, maybe it wouldn't have felt as dynamic. Maybe I don't know.
Do you like a hoedown scene like in Not Shy Itzy? We got Richmond. They end up on a farm randomly. How do we feel about having a hoedown in the middle of a song? Right?
Americana. That's what it is.
Yeah. But production though, like audio production.
Yeah, let's go back to that. I don't know if you were going here, Warren, but I thought it was interesting that they had a very like guitar, like there was a very much like guitar heavy sound in the background, which reminded me of something they did similar with Spicy. And maybe that was the same sentiment I got with this one, where it felt very almost one note because it's constantly there. I don't know if that's where you were going though. I think that's a part of it. Is like that's why we like the transition into the Karina Giselle rap verse near the end, is because that is such a good dynamic change, and I do think there's a good part of this where like I feel like there's a good drive, there's a good level of energy, and it just keeps like it's a very high dopamine hit the entire track. The issue is when you're just constantly getting dopamine, it doesn't feel like dopamine anymore. It just feels like you're there. Now, from a beat making perspective, it felt like with the cover art and the promo material, they were setting up this cool rock star kind of a guitars everywhere and like all that.
Yep. They were setting it up.
And like what I ended up getting was just rap music with a guitar loop in the background, which like not the worst thing in the world, I guess, but like just a little bit of a letdown when I was getting fed all this rock star visuals. Cause like not that I don't think guitar and trap music don't mix. I think guitar and trap music is like probably the greatest combo in this kind of aesthetic. It's just, a little played out.
It needed more commitment on that end, I think. Because like say what you want about Lisa and Jenny's albums. There was like with the different concepts on the different songs, there was 1,000% commitment of the different tracks, right?
Yeah.
With this one, it just felt like it felt like we're gonna base it in the K-pop sphere, but we'll add a little bit of like guitar, generic guitars, right? We'll get a little rock. But to me, it's like if we're gonna do that, we should do it. That's yeah.
It also does not help that like we're also covering DAY6 this week and Chaeyoung this week, both of which have like a band featuring on the song. So like the sound design was fundamentally a little different. I do like the energy. I do think we're delivering here, but it really feels like, I don't know, with aespa right now. I don't know, maybe I feel this way about a lot of the groups right now in K-pop, but it felt like Manchester United a little bit, like right now. Like, not that that's a good thing. Like, not that that's a good thing. Like, I have to, like, for all or not.
It's rough. It's rough out here. It's rough out here.
Doug, I feel for you. I'm sorry.
It's rough.
I'm sorry to kind of poke that needle.
Hey, Grimsby. Let's go, Grimsby. Let's go.
Here's the thing. From Whiplash, Dirty Work to Rich Man, there's a couple things that are similar about these tracks and that are fundamentally setting these three apart from Supernova or Armageddon. We have a very repetitive section of the song. We have a rather simplistic approach to production. We're doing less of those power vocals from Winter and Ning Ning, but rather we're doing a lot more whispery, I'm a rich man kind of a voice, you know what I mean? Like, we're trying to, it feels like, particularly with Dirty Work and Rich Man, it feels like we're trying to explore a different direction of aespa. And the conclusion that I got out of Dirty Work, personally, I really liked it because it felt like it was something new. Did I think it was perfect on every edge? No, but like it felt like a lot of people looked at that and said, I don't know, this isn't something aespa's really good at. Let's do something else. But instead, SM, it feels like double, triple down with this one with Rich Man because they somehow got it to work for Whiplash. And now you have the situation where it feels like aespa's not really playing to their strengths and kind of are trying this, strategy that maybe isn't the most suited for them. I don't know. This is where I went back to Manchester United because, like, yes, Højlund could be a good player, but he's not good yet because he's not used to the 3-back formation system that Amorim came up with. You know what I mean? Like God bless you, Højlund. I think he's gonna be great over in Napoli, but for now, what I'm trying to say is kind of like the recent run of Manchester United that is like struggling from a formation change that is clearly not being communicated well to the players. With aespa, it feels like the strategy here is not something that suits them the best. Not something that SM knows how to do well at the moment. Because it feels like they just, they were like, ooh, repetition, it works. Repetition, let's do more repetition. And now you have this song that says, I'm a rich man 35 times. Which, great message, but I only need to hear it 2 times to remember it. 35?
35 is a lot. There's a lot.
It felt like a lot. I just didn't know it was that much.
I don't know. And then, like, as we were saying, like, Whiplash, they repeated, but it ended up sounding good, right? I don't know.
I think it was more...
There was more Mott, right, Anita? There was more Mott.
Yeah, but there's also more like selection of when we repeat it and why we want to repeat it, like what we want the effect to be. Whereas I feel like in this case for Rich Man, it felt like this repetition was just throughout the whole song. Like I didn't quite see if it was done purposefully, like for this specific section, for this specific reason. It felt like we're just using it. We want you to remember this, so we're using it all over. And I guess that's a strategy, but to me, it was a little much.
Imagine,
and I think it took away from the message.
Imagine every time we do this podcast, every time someone says something, someone also has to say, I am a SojuTalk. You know what I mean? Like that's fucking annoying. Like, now, it'd be one thing if the rest of the lyrics were good, but like if I'm completely honest, like I like the novel idea of going off of what Sher said. Find someone who can give you everything. I said, Mom, I already have everything. I'm a rich man. I like that idea. But then you can't start the verse with saying, don't care about what they say. Push me. Do what you want what I have. See, my name is where my name is. I'm a rich man. No, that is like the most generic ass first verse you could have given me, man. Like, really? Don't care about what they say. That's literally every case. Like, come on.
Yeah, it is.
How many times have you heard that? Like,
yeah. I don't know. It's just like aespa. And it just kind of like there's a growing feeling, at least on the Discord, and I kind of personally agree, where like this year some of the big acts are like the Song of the Year, Artist of the Year category is up for grabs still, right? We're into September and someone could take it with a massive song, right?
Well, it's already taken by Huntrix, the greatest K-pop group of all time.
Okay.
Golden?
Minus Huntrix. Huntrix.
Then it's got to go to Soju Boys. Like, this is what it is. Like,
okay, but you know what I'm saying. The field is wide open.
I'll stop
right?
trolling, yeah.
And honestly, if you think of the live group that is either K-pop or K-pop adjacent that had the biggest impact in terms of people talking about it, you're hard pressed to not pick like Cat's Eye, honestly, this year.
Ooh,
in terms of the group that did the best to show themselves off this year, it might be them, which is crazy. But
they've had a good run this year, yeah.
Some of these other groups, like especially like an aespa, was like, oh, we could go back to back Artist of the Year easy, like we could just do it. Because y'all know who's coming back next year as 7, right? Y'all know what's on the horizon.
Oh, well,
these groups. So
here we are.
And y'all know there's another big 13-member group who are in their military era now, right? Like the field is wide
yeah.
open for anyone to take it, and it just feels like a lot of these bigger groups that you would think would be fighting over are just like, I think, falling a tiny bit short.
The sale isn't gonna last forever, guys. Like, just come now, buy now. Like
I liked XOXZ from IVE, but like I don't think that's pushing the needle too far for them. You know, things like that. Just my take on the landscape right now. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought the theming was just generically American. There was like car racing, into football, into hoedown, into dogs.
Right,
There was like a dog all of a sudden. Like, it's just generically American, and they're just like, Americans like rock music a little. Let's add guitars, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I think we should pivot, right? Like a pivot.
Let's pivot.
Surprisingly, I realized this morning. There's 3 JYP songs today. We got DAY6 with Inside Out. JYP again. We had GIRLSET, we had Chaeyoung, and now we have DAY6. They're from JYP. Last 3 songs, Maybe Tomorrow, Meltdown, Welcome to the Show. That's in the post-military era. Also in the news section, they announced they renewed all their contracts with JYP.
It was their 10th anniversary.
Wow. Yeah, they're in. If you think about this group, they're in such a good position where they built up the career pre-military. I wouldn't say they popped off, but then they popped off like during the military era, right? They popped off a little, and now they're extremely popular. They're appearing on all of the variety shows I watch as 4 right now. They're on Nolto and Ilbakil. They're coming out as 4 on, right? So, and they renewed the contracts. Everything's going well for them right now, for sure.
Good.
And they're a band, so they inherently have more longevity than an idol group, typically. So everything's roses. Let's talk about Inside Out. Is it not a little mopey, guys? Am I wrong?
It is, but I think there's a charm to that.
Yeah, you like? Okay, explain the mopey charm.
Well, I don't know if Warren enjoyed it the same way I did, but I feel like, to me, when I heard the song, I was taken back to a specific sound in like late 2000s, early 2010s in K-pop, I guess. K-pop and just Korean music, I would say, because it's not just pop. One of the songs that I thought of was actually Brown Eyed Girl's Sign, if people know.
Whoa,
so it's
throwback.
It's a very like very melancholic, very like emotional type.
Yep.
And I feel like that was I feel like that was a very, very similar vibe they were going for, and I don't know, I kind of feel like I haven't heard that in a while.
I
in
think
pop music or bands. Yeah.
Personally speaking, I think Koreans sound best when we're a little sad. Like no offense to ourselves. But like, I think sad upbeat music is when Korean pop sounds the best. And Brown Eyed Girl's Sign, definitely an example of that. A lot of the melodies that are popular in 2000s, early 2010s are like written with like a distinct minor melody. But then it's like upbeat as hell, and we're all dancing about the fact that we're all broken up. You know what I mean? Like, how could you leave me? Yay! Whoo!
You cheat on me. Oh, let's sad dance. You know, that's what it is.
Like, that's classic early Big Bang. Yeah,
Right.
Like Live, Haru. Like, yeah, like that's classic early Big Bang. Brown Eyed Girls is definitely a part of that. I did not make that connection, but I love Sign, and I see what you mean now.
Yo, can we run back Brown Eyed Girls, please? I beg you.
Have you checked out Yena's last EP?
I know. Who's?
Oh yes,
Chena?
I heard that one.
Yeah. And you don't know what I'm talking about.
Wait,
Doug
I
is
do.
waiting. Yeah.
No, I didn't even hear what you said. Who?
Yena Choi, Chena.
Hey, Anna.
She had a song with
yeah.
And
Oh, she did. Okay, I did not see that. I heard she did a collab. I did not listen to the song.
the song itself is written like a Brown Eyed Girl song.
I gotta check that out.
Doing one of those. We'll talk about that later. But coming back to Inside Out by DAY6, I definitely agree, and I also felt like they were. It felt like they were leaning a little bit heavier into the pop aesthetic a little more than their last couple songs, which I know is still within the DAY6 wheelhouse. So I don't think it's coming out of nowhere, but I think it really worked in that chorus section where there's 2 halves. The first half they do all these like staccatos, but ow, there's this little sound effect that's like that fills the 4th beat. I really liked that. That was fun. It was concise, minimal. It works. It does the job. And then you go into the love me, love, like that whole riff in the back half. And I'm like, oh, yes. Like that's, again, great juxtaposition, great transition, great contrast. Yes, that is classic, good ass songwriting. No complaints there. I don't know. At this point, I'm nitpicking because of how much I like the song. But like, I was wondering, maybe is it a little too poppy for my taste? I don't know. Like, I would have. I personally enjoy the band side of DAY6 a lot more. And even though I know DAY6 is an idol band, it's a pop band, you know, at the end of the day. But like, for example, in the verse, they build up with like a trap generic hi-hat sound. I was like, this is not mixing well, you know what I mean? It's not blending well. But like, again, that's just my personal preference. This is not something I'm gonna die on the hill for, because overall output we got was nice. I do think the chorus is great. Verses I'm a little less excited about, but I'm willing to overlook that because love me.
It's catchy.
Me. Yeah.
It's a highlight. Yeah.
It is. But Doug thought it was mopey, so I don't know what to tell you.
I was a little mopey. You know, I'm more of a anthem guy. You know how DAY6 has a lot of anthems, right? Yeah, I'm into that type of song. Even like I was into Sweet Chaos a lot too. I like that song. I'm like into more of a power song, you know? I'm in the more powerful one. So this is not up my alley, but you know, I didn't think it was bad. I was just it's not like my favorite flavor. It was like when you go to the ice cream store and I'm a mint chocolate guy, they don't have mint chocolate.
Mint chocolate.
Yeah, I like mint chocolate chip. That's like my. Actually, as I gotten older, cookies and cream is my favorite these days. But
okay, that's good. That's a good
Anita,
one.
do you hate mint chocolate?
I don't like it.
You're not a mint person.
What is wrong with you?
Not.
You're not into the mint chocodan. That's not you.
No, I'm more of a
God
cake
damn it,
batter. Cake batter.
But dude, cake batter's too sweet. I think.
No, it's perfect. It's good.
No, it's too sweet, dude.
Anita, do you also like to eat spoonfuls of sugar, like right out of the bag? Like,
not out of the bag. I'll add it to like my lemonade or coffee.
I mean, you said you like cake mix ice cream, so I don't know what to tell you. Like,
it's good.
All right, but as I was saying, this song's not my favorite flavor, but it's still palatable, is what I was trying to say. You know. I do think they're doing some interesting stuff here. And, you know, I listened recently I showed my parents the DAY6 Killing Voice episode from a year ago. And wow, it's impressive how many songs they played live. And the drummer did not sweat at all, even though he played the drums for 20 minutes straight, you know?
Hey, you got it.
That was very Korean of him to not sweat one beat of sweat for 20 minutes of drumming in a sweater, I think. Yeah.
I mean, we were in a drumming club. I remember sweating my fucking ass off like every time he performed. Like,
he was like, I think he was in like a cardigan and he drummed for 20 minutes and he didn't sweat.
Oh, jeez.
It's kind of ridiculous if you think about it. But hey, DAY6 Inside Out, go check it out. I know a lot of people are fans of DAY6. Are they K-pop? They're in the realm. We're pretty liberal these days with what we cover. So hey, let's go DAY6. I'm a big fan of Young K as a person, and I've been getting into some Sungjin stuff because he appeared on the Geo birthday party thing of her like 20th year at JYP. There's a video that came out where they act like it's a birthday party for a child. So she's in the child outfit and stuff, and all of her friends are there. Like some of the 17 guys are there. Kim Sejong is there. Sungjin's there. Bam Bam's there, and he was a pretty funny dude. So you know, I've been learning more about him. All right.
Nice.
Other songs this week. So from 2 weeks ago, the notable ones were Sun Me Blue, Treasure Paradise, Monsta X and The Front, NCT Wish Color. The songs from this past week, all of them are Stray Kids Bleep, which was a B-side, Chanyeol Ocean Drive, Young Posse YSSR, which was a B-side, Kickflip, Band-Aid pre-release, Hyorin with Shoddy, Zin XIN with Run, Momoland Rodeo, Cordis B-side Fashion, CIX, I'm Curious About You, NCT Haechan Crazy. This Cordis Fashion song is cool. Like,
yeah,
it's fun. Yeah, this one's good.
I gave that a 7 on the Discord.
Is this the one they previewed previously, or is it a different Travis Scott type beat song? It's a little different, right, than the other one.
Sure.
It was on the EP they released.
This one feels more like they channeled the energy of that type of song into K-pop better. It felt like more appropriate for this type of group, and I liked what they did there. So shout out to Cortis.
I don't disagree with that.
All right, I'm gonna get the scoring chart up real quick because we are fast approaching SojuScore. It's the segment where each week the crew, Gochu Gang, and the SojuTalk Nation scores the new releases. Songs that average a 7.3 will enter the Hall of Spice. Last week on episode 341, we had Kepler Bubblegum 5.34, Stray Kids Ceremony 5.08, and then I've XOXZ with a 6.24. This week we're covering, we're gonna score the 5 songs: GIRLSET, ZEROBASEONE, Iconik, Chaeyoung with Avocado, aespa, Rich Man, and DAY6 Inside Out. All right, guys, the first song is GIRLSET with Commas. I'm divided a lot about this one, you know?
Yeah.
On one hand, I thought that they performed it well, but on the other hand, I think intrinsically the song's not great, right? I settled on a whelmed 4, guys. I was underwhelmed.
4, okay. 4.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Damn.
Well, I feel a whole lot better about my score now. I gave it a 5. I think.
Okay, I could see that. I was between them.
Yeah.
I think I was a lot more pissed off than you guys. Maybe my hoarse voice was the right depiction. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't know what my takeaway should be. This is a debut. What is... I have a 3.
Damn. SojuTalk Nation and Gochu Gang also voted. I checked out their score previously. 4.79, which is very low for the nation,
very
right?
low.
That's
It's
low.
very low. As a result, it's receiving a 420. Blaze it. Yeah.
Damn.
Damn. That's what they're getting, a 420. Blaze it.
Before anyone comes at us, I didn't like Cat's Eye either. So, like, this is not anything against girl.
Hey,
like,
people were not happy about that, dude. When you did like Cat's Eye. We got
I'm
a lot
just
of
saying,
hate
like,
comments.
transparency, like...
Hey, second track, we got ZB1, Iconik. I was going to give this a 7 today. I was very set on saying would recommend. But now that I'm thinking about the context of all the other boy group songs this year, I think like this is like up there for sure. I feel like I'm gonna bump it. I'm gonna bump 8. Bump it. I thought this was really good. I thought this was like one of their best songs, if not the best song.
Whoa.
Oh my god. Wow.
I thought it was going to go down for some reason.
No.
Yeah.
I was really into this one.
Nice.
That's crazy.
6, Anita.
Yeah.
Just like a 6.
7.
Oh, see? It's a high score for me
7.
too.
I enjoyed this. I think maybe one of my favorite songs from them overall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, now I feel terrible. I have a 6.
That's fair.
Good?
Yeah,
I was between a 6 or a 7.
Yeah, I thought it was good, but I don't know if it was too memorable, not gonna lie.
All right, SojuTalk Nation voted and they gave it 6.60. So let's get back down to earth,
Alright.
guys. And as a result, 6.90. So that's a good score
That's
for
Not a
that.
bad score at all, yeah.
Good score. Next, we have Chaeyoung with Avocado featuring Gliiico.
And Doug is not sure how to score this one.
I'm between a 5 and a 6 because I don't understand it, but I could understand that she's cooking a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I could. It's like when you go down a ethnic area of a city and you smell something, you're like, what is that? But it smells kind of good, you know. I'm not familiar with this, but it smells pretty aight.
Okay.
I'm gonna settle on this one at a 5 because I honestly I don't get it 100%.
No,
you know, I don't
that's
think
fair,
I don't
man.
think it's that exciting. Yeah.
That's fair.
I got it. I think I see where she's going. I wanted a bit more because
Okay.
it is presented as a track. So I feel like it should be a little bit more convincing and introducing what she's gonna do. But I enjoyed it, so I gave it a 6.
6.
I typically give extra points when I see people try to do cool stuff. I see the ambition. I do, and I'm not sure if I'm sold on the song completely, but I'm sold on the vision, and I think that matters a little more if I'm completely honest, because this is K-pop. Also, I'm not sure exactly what Gliiico is adding to the song.
Avocado toast, right? That's what they added.
Oh, strawberry. It's like sure they're the band in the background maybe, but like at the same time, Chaeyoung is the lead writer of the song, so I don't know. Anyways, all this to say, I still liked it. I'm still sold on the vision. I have a 7.
So the interesting thing about this is I looked up how to say their band name, so I found like an interview of them. They're completely fluent in English. Their names are like Ian and something, like they have like white names, like I believe.
What?
So they could have said like avocado toast, but no, they're like avocado toast.
Avocado toast.
You're
Avocado
going
toast.
for the vibe.
Yeah, if you look at their member names, yeah, they're like, I don't know. It's weird.
I'm not familiar with them, so maybe we'll check them out.
Ginza Eki.
All right. Next. Oh wait. SojuTalk Nation and Gochu Gang for Chaeyoung. They gave it a 6.23, and as a result, it is receiving a 6.06.
Nice.
Next song we have is aespa's Rich Man. Wait, my order is wrong here. I got DAY6 here. Okay, DAY6 Inside Out. Let me check the metrics are correct. No, that's the straight score. We have DAY6 with Inside Out. Let's go to DAY6 first. It's not my favorite flavor, but I did like what they were doing. I gave this one a 6. I thought it was pretty good from them.
Nice. I like this. I am liking this route, this melancholic, nostalgic route for DAY6. And I would recommend, so I gave it a 7.
I have no additional comments. 7.
Dang.
Anita said everything I wanted to say. God damn it.
Hey, and SojuTalk Nation voted. They gave it a 6.68, and as a result, DAY6 receives a 6.67. I think I switched the order around at some point. I looked up the band members' name. It's not as bad as I thought. Their names are Kyo, Kai, and Nico, but their last name is De Torres. They are Spanish, Filipino, and Japanese, and they are from Vancouver.
Oh, wow.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Gliiico? Whole lot of.
Yeah, Gliiico.
What happened to Ian?
That was Nico.
Didn't exist.
I thought it was Ian, but Nico. Yeah, Spanish, Filipino, Japanese. Grew up in Vancouver. Interesting. Wow. Lastly, we have aespa Rich Man. This might be I don't remember when we did the aespa Soju bomb. What was my lowest score I've given out? I'm not saying this is gonna approach that, but I think it's not amazing. I gave it a 5. I thought it was just average from them, sadly. Yeah. Much more to say.
Don't feel bad, Doug, because I also gave it a 5. I also vibing with it. It might have been that one too many rich mans in there.
Well, the good news is around Manchester United is that they beat Burnley 3-2.
Yeah.
I have a 4.
You got a 4? Okay. SojuTalk Nation and Gochu Gang also voted for aespa's new track. What was it? Rich Man. And they gave it a 5.73. For a girl group track from a big group on our Discord, getting under a 6 is like rare, right? From a big one.
It is.
And as a result, it got a 4.93 for aespa, guys. Holy shit. Wow.
Damn.
All right, summary of the scores. GIRLSET commas 420. We have ZEROBASEONE Iconik with a 6.90. Chaeyoung Avocado 6.06. DAY6 Inside Out 6.67. aespa Rich Man 4.93. And finally, we are at show winners for the past 2 weeks. Anita, hit us with them.
Yes. First up, we have Stray Kids with Ceremony. They won twice on M Countdown. Music Bank, Show Music Core, Inkigayo, and Show Champion. So a total of 6 wins total for the past 2 weeks. And then we have I with XOXZ. They won a Music Bank, Show Music Core, and Inkigayo. So 3 wins there. And then finally we have Kepler with Bubblegum with 1 win on the show.
Nice.
Right. That ends part 1. SojuTalk episode 342. We'll be back with some news and events from the past week. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, SojuTalk Nation. This is Anita here with a quick PSA. If you would like to support SojuTalk Kpop Podcast, please like, subscribe, or follow us on whatever platform you're using. and consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/SojuTalk or donating to us at paypal.me/SojuTalk. On behalf of the crew and myself, thank you. Now back to our regularly scheduled episode.
To SojuTalk episode 342 with some news and events from the past 2 weeks. I didn't include everything, but I included the highlights. Let's get into it. Okay. First one. So Geffen Records, which is, I think they're the co-manager people with Hybe for Cat's Eye. So they're involved with Cat's Eye. These are the people who made the Dream Academy show. They announced a new show and a new group. They did this.
Wow.
So they announced 3 members. These 3 girls were on Dream Academy. So they were previously on that show. We have Emily here, we have Samara, and we have Lexi. So they are fixed into this group already. Oh. They are going to be in this group.
Oh.
Wait, the show is called The Final Piece. The show is there's an intro film now, but the show is literally meant to just find the 4th girl of this group. So Hybe and Geffen's new 4-member global girl group has opened up auditions for its 4th member in Japan via a survival series, World Scout: The Final Piece. 3 former the Dream Academy members, Emily, Samara, and Lexi, are already fixed into the group.
Okay, it's kind of like mix and match, yeah?
A little bit, yeah.
Back when Icon was debuting, we had fixed members. Were they fixed?
I don't remember.
I don't remember they were. Maybe.
All right. Well, I mean,
so it says that the show is being created with and airing exclusively on Japan's Abema, a streaming service in early 2026, and the scouting project is led by Hybe America in collaboration with Geffen and UMG. So it seems like they want a Japanese girl, because it seems like it's gonna be they're doing the auditions in Japan, and it's with a Japanese company. So they're looking. We need a really Asian girl in this group. Is the decision. So that's what they're going to be looking for. But hey, it's the same brand and collab that produced Cat's Eye, so people are going to be looking at this for sure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The next one.
I heard about this, yeah.
Yeah, there's some stuff about these one of these girls that people are talking about online. You can look it up yourself. Yeah, let's keep going. The next segment is called People Doing and Invading BTS's Private Lives. That's what the segment is called.
No.
Oh no.
Let's start with a good thing before a bad thing. Good thing. There are BTS toys and Happy Meals at McDonald's right now. So if you want a BTS toy, you go get that. So that's the good thing. The bad thing. So a woman in her 40s was arrested for trying to trespass into Jungkook's house. So that's not the woman who showed up the day he got out of the military and got arrested too. This is a second woman. This is another woman. There's another shooter. It's a second person, you know?
What?
Yeah.
Why? Why are people
like this? What
like
the fuck,
this?
man? What?
So that happened.
What are you doing?
And honestly, the crazy thing is, out of the 2 BTS incidents with privacy and their lives, this was the minor of the 2.
Oh, what?
What
the fuck happened?
So the second thing, some of you have probably heard about this. So there was a Jimin situation, right? Here's the summary of what happened, right? This actress, her name is Song Da-eun. She uploaded a TikTok video, right? In this TikTok video, it's one of those videos where, you know how like someone runs from their apartment to greet their significant other at the elevator and like surprise them, right?
Yeah.
So she ran to the elevator, and then the elevator opened up, and there's Jimin there, and he's like, "Oh, 깜짝이야." So you scared, like, and he was clearly going back to her apartment, right?
Oh.
So this girl then deleted this shit quickly, but you know how the internet is. Everyone downloaded a copy, right? So it's all over the place. It's out there. So there had long been speculation that these 2 were dating, but people were like, you know what I mean? After they saw this TikTok. It got to the extent that Hybe released an official statement. They acknowledged that Jimin and this actress had briefly had romantic involvements many years ago, but emphasized that they are not in a relationship now. So she accidentally uploaded, supposedly accidentally uploaded this personal video of Jimin, and now it's all out there. So of course, internets and some armies were not happy with her, and it brewed is the way I'll put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, this is a bit of a sticky situation.
Yeah. I mean, hope it was an accident. Doesn't sound like it, but
Hey,
what can you do?
let me break it to some of these people, some of you at home. Idols date people. Whoa.
Oh, they do.
Whoa.
They do.
Let's
That's
not
not
pretend that we're having an
groundbreaking.
oath of celibacy like a Franciscan monk back in the day. You know, that's not how the world functions, guys. These are real humans. They're in relationships. Y'all just should get used to it. You know, don't be a Delulu fan. They're adults. They're humans. Let them do whatever. That's how I feel.
But it's still not right to have like this private information.
Yeah, and this specific
out
incident,
there.
could you imagine, like, she's like, and people are saying, like, was she clout chasing? Was it an accident? Right? Like, whoa, what's going on here? But then, you know, of course, other people started to harass her, try to find out where she lives.
Okay.
Like that, you know?
That's
Let's dig behind the scenes a little bit. This is I did a little bit of personal digging around this because this was interesting. This has been something armies have been apparently talking about in Korea for the past couple of years.
Yeah,
Like-
she was heavily linked with him for many years.
Yeah, and they would fuck with her if evidence comes out that she is dating her. They're like, "Who the fuck are you dating, Jimin?" And the flip side around, they were like, if they found information that they're not, you know, like dating, then they're like, "Oh, you clearly want to be seen like you're dating. You fake piece of shit." Like. And then I saw comments from like middle-aged ladies who are like, "Hi, Jimin. I could have been your mom. I feel like your mom. I think you should have better taste in women." I saw multiples of these comments on YouTube, like alive, floating around, like not deleted yet because
Wow.
you know there's a lot of those. Obviously, I've met very sane armies in my life. I'm not saying all of y'all are like this, and this is not something against armies either. I think this is generalist to K-pop communities in general.
Yeah,
Like some of y'all are
not just BTS, but
touch grass, touch the
Touch
fucking grass.
Touch grass. Go to a soccer game, perhaps. You know, have a good time. Hey, all right, let's keep going. But yeah, it was a rough situation for him. You know, like imagine having like your past
bet.
relationships just outed to the world. You know. And your company has to make a statement. I got
Very
Huntrix
messy.
news next. We love Huntrix, guys. Number 1, officially most popular Netflix film of all time.
Wow.
I also
Wow.
heard now it is the most viewed Netflix thing. It surpassed Squid Game as well.
Oh my god!
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard
Wow.
that as well. So it is the number 1, at least I could officially say, number 1 movie all time on Netflix. Absolutely insane.
Wow.
Next thing, K-Pop Demon Hunters 2 is officially in the works at Netflix and Sony. So it is happening,
Whoa.
guys.
Wow.
You gotta.
Next,
After all the success.
Golden became the first song to reach 1,000 hours of perfect all kill.
That's a
That
lot of
happened.
hours.
It's a lot of
Wow.
hours there.
Damn.
And then next, EJ, Ray Ami, and Audrey Nuna they did present an award at the VMAs, which happened yesterday.
Oh.
People were like, "We had all the singers there, but y'all didn't sing the song." That's what I
Right,
heard.
why
people
not a
say.
performance?
That was I don't know about that, but I also felt that a little bit. I was like, we had them all in the room, and I don't know. I feel like it should have happened. That's just
One of
my
the biggest
personal
songs of the year.
But speaking of VMAs, a Cat's Eye performed at the pre-show. They did Gabriella and Gnarly. I saw both of the videos.
Nice.
Right,
Good for
right.
them. Everyone knows who Cat. And I think going back to EJ, she sat right behind Sabrina Carpenter. I believe is what I saw.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
That's pretty cool. So
Good for
that
her.
happened there.
I'm glad.
And then we had an award winner in the K-pop sphere. Rose Apata won Song of the Year at the VMAs.
Rightfully so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at Rose. She
Look
looked
at
so
her.
happy. She thanked everyone. She thanked Bruno. She thanked the Blackpink girls. It was a great time. Big event for her.
Congrats.
Awesome. Okay, next thing. I got JYP news. Okay. This one's weird. They are teaming up with Blue Garage to develop AI artists that can interact with fans, blending K-pop and K-culture using cutting-edge technology to pioneer next-generation entertainment. To bring this vision to life, they plan to recruit 17 people across music, marketing, and 3D modeling. So there are like job posts out there to help JYP make AI artists.
No.
What does that even mean, Mr.
Why?
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 How about they spend some commas on their own groups right now, guys? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's what they're doing.
I guess the positive spin on this is that they're hiring 17 real people, not 17 AI agents. Like
Maybe 17.
I'm kind of, I don't like it. Like I understand some AI artists. I think Plave is cool, but like pure AI artists, I don't know if I can
Plave
back
has
that.
nothing to do with AI. I do
No,
not.
I'm not saying AI
artists.
No, I'm saying like I'm fine with like VTuber artists. I think that's completely cool.
Right.
Okay,
whatever.
I agree with that,
But
yeah.
this pure AI stuff, I don't know, dude. It just seems like
We don't need
unnecessary.
this. This is not gonna be good. Whatever. Let's move on.
All right, next thing. Okay, so this is the Psy situation. If he was even on like American news channels, right? This one I saw it on CNN and
What
other
did the
places.
Gangnam Style guy do?
Okay, here's the TLDR of what happened to Psy. He was booked by police in South Korea for violating the Medical Service Act. He reportedly had other people, like his manager, pick up his sleeping pills and anti-anxiety meds for him instead of doing required in-person consultations and collecting them himself.
Okay.
So he had proxy people picking up his drugs for him, his legal drugs for him. His nation admitted that this happened, and they said he legitimately has chronic sleep disorder, and the prescriptions themselves were real, but he had sent other people to pick them up for him. He apologized, calling it negligence, and promised to cooperate with investigators. And of course, this has sparked the debate in Korea over celebrity privilege and drug prescription rules.
I hope it's a genuine mistake. It's obviously not a
Right.
good look. You know, like.
Yeah, you gotta be picking up your prescription drugs by yourself.
Yeah.
Getting consultations yourself. You can't just be sending your assistant to do that, you know? That's not a good look.
He was
You should know better,
apparently
too.
he was apparently getting Stilnox tabs.
Zilnox and Xanax as well.
Right. Which is
okay.
you know, it's got some side effects is what I'll say. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunate. Next thing. So, speaking of one of the K-pop hunter related people, so Arden Cho, right? This Adeline Rudolph and Jun So-mi will star in a K-pop slasher horror film called Perfect Girl, described as Scream meets Black Swan. Follows a newly formed K-pop band that a talented and mysterious new girl joins, but soon other girls begin to be hunted and attacked.
What?
So this is another trio with another person joining the trio. Okay.
I'm gonna have a K-pop slasher film, guys. Okay,
right.
we get to see
Okay.
So-mi in it.
I
That'll
did
be
not
awesome.
expect this at all.
We're doing it.
Next thing. So, Boys Planet 2, it's still happening. It's a mess, guys. But they announced, Anita, they're gonna launch a spin-off survival show called Boys to Planet with the eliminated contestants from the C group, from the Chinese group.
So, what?
I don't know.
Wait, what?
So these are the kids who got out from the Chinese side. They're gonna make another
Right.
survival show with the eliminated kids.
Should have just had it I don't know.
Boys to
Additional-
planet to China. There you go.
Additionally, y'all remember Unpretty Rap Star?
Right.
They're essentially bringing it back in a different form. So Mnet's Unpretty Rap Star Hip Hop Princess has partnered with global producers such as Idol's Soyeon, Gliiico, Rihata, the choreographer, and Takanori Iwata. So this show, Unpretty Rap Star Hip Hop Princess, is Mnet's new project to create a Korean-Japanese collaborative hip-hop girl group aiming to create a global hip-hop girl group. The contestants will participate in all aspects of music, choreography, styling, video production, revealing their unique colors. In the process, they will not only compete, but also collaborate to create a growth story. It's going to be in October 16th is when it's going to air. They released like a teaser video with the members. The only girl I knew right off the bat, Nam Yuju from Island 2, Anita. She's going to be on this show. It's her third survival show.
Yeah. Yes, I remember her.
She was one of the popular members who did not make the final group. But hey, they're making a hip-hop group. Yeah.
Oh, they're making a K-pop group with a hip-hop theme. Ugh.
Okay,
That's-
fair.
yeah, that's
fair,
accurate.
fair.
That bugs me. That bugs me.
But yep, that's happening. Next thing, So there was an SBS survival show called Be My Boys. They announced the final lineup and the name of the new boy group. Pronounce this. Yuz?
Yes.
Yuz? Yes. Let me look how the Koreans are typing
It's
this out.
it's YUHZ in English.
You
so.
was. That's
Okay.
That's how it is in Korean. Yeah.
For the record, I don't think that's a good Korean name either. Just putting it out there. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, so you know that all-time Hall of Fame group was also created on an SBS show, and that group's winning
Right.
music shows, right? So I don't know who's paying attention, but the people in Korea are following these SBS boy groups. So we'll see if there's another one. Congrats to them, though. You're gonna debut.
They
Awesome.
made it, yeah.
nice.
Next thing, all of DAY6 have renewed their contracts. Cool.
Nice.
Next thing, so Hanbin and Yujin from ZEROBASEONE talked about the possible contract renewal. So they said nothing's been finalized, but we're having discussions about it. They're keeping all possibilities open, and they'll see what happens. So that'd be pretty cool. They're making so much money, guys. How can we not renew this, right? Unless Yehwa wants its 4 members back. There's 4 Yehwas in this group.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next thing, I don't know what this is, Anita. EXO hashtag We Are One coming in December.
Everybody? So everybody's gonna be there? Given
I
Lay?
think so. They're gonna form the Megazord again.
All right.
That
I'll be
should
there.
be pretty
They're
cool.
there.
Wait,
When
everybody.
That's
when
what
we
I'm asking.
become true one, a new world awakens, is what it
Wow.
says.
Damn.
Does that make sense? Will it become true? Okay.
And then-
I hope it's everybody.
And there's a quote from the song Obama. It says, "The day the red force is purified and the legends reunite into one perfect root, a new world shall open up."
I remember this. I remember this from that music video.
So that's a really cool post they made here, and people are very excited.
Please let it be everyone.
We got that. Next thing, Uju Sonyo Daeyoung is making her solo debut with Body on September 9th. If you've seen the teasers and you've seen her lately, the image has changed completely.
I see from this.
It's a really sexy vibe she's going for. Like she's trying to be like
Played.
water bomb level queen she's going for right now.
I don't know who this is.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, it's crazy if you look up the images and stuff that's dropping for this.
Who is this? I don't recognize this person.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Look at this. This is on the Nugu promoter Twitter channel. Look at this first comment. I ain't gonna read it out. It says Uju Sonyo is no effing Nugu, bro. Hey, let's go. But this should be very exciting. I think a lot of people on our server are excited for this.
Well, it's content. It's something.
Also,
Yeah.
Nana from After School, who's an actress now, is going to have her first solo album.
Oh wow.
That's happened.
Wow. Can't believe this is the first. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it says right here, a first album, Seventh Heaven 16, going to be happening.
Okay.
Right.
That came out of nowhere.
Came out absolutely out of nowhere. I bet you people are like, who the hell's Nana? There's a lot of Nana. No, this is the Nana. This is the Nana. Next, I got some Lollapalooza news. So Lollapalooza Brazil, Rise and Cat's Eye. That's kind of cool, right?
All right.
And then Rise is also going to Lollapalooza, Argentina, and Chile as well. They're hitting all of South America.
Oh wow.
And then the final news is yesterday, I think, or a couple days ago, 3 days ago, our boy JK Kim Jong-kook got married. It happened all of a sudden.
Congrats.
It was at a hotel in Gangnam. Fewer than 100 attendees for a celebrity of his level. That's a small wedding. They said it was the most secretive wedding that the press has ever seen. He told people the location the day before, told them do not tell your managers, had them swear a vow of secrecy about this wedding.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Well, okay.
that's
Very
kind of
private,
cool.
I
You
guess.
just
Yeah.
officiated. Other people were there. Yeah, the whole dragon crew that he's a part of were there. Hey, our boy Kim Jong-kook got married at 49. Let's go, JK.
Congrats to the man and the lady. too.
Yes.
That's all the news in terms of the music next week. All hours, the Daeyoung solo debut, Wendy, Chaeyoung solo debut with Shoot Firecracker, kind of cool there. Bad Villain, I Did, 2 p.m.'s Wooyoung. Those are the. We might end up with a triple girl soloist week, right? It might end up that way.
Chaeyoung,
That'd be cool.
Daeyoung, Wendy.
Might
Could be kind of fun. All right, guys. That ends this episode of SojuTalk Weekly Shot of K-pop. We got through the 5 songs. We got through our technical issues. It took us 50 minutes to get this episode going, but we did it. Hey, we'll see you guys next time, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
And here's an extra special shout out to all of our Fiesta Patreons on patreon.com. Bagel, Charles, Cotton Ball, Ellie, Gogu Mama, Honey Pools, Incoming Snail, Liam's Games and Toys, Natalie, NJ Parks, South Texas Once, Siu Sumi. And thank you for joining Soju Talk, your weekly shot of K-pop. Thank you, really.